Neyland Stadium in Knoxville, one of the great venues in all of college football and home to the Tennessee Volunteers. And this crowd knows that when the Vols run through the tee, they are in for a show. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Volunteers will kick it off to get us underway. On the move from inside is 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Kentucky's offense will get the first crack at it here. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. When you're coming.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Is my backer showing some versatility? Think he always just has to stay home and play the run? Was bringing the pass rush that time.
No, this ain't old school football anymore, Reese. These guys got to be so athletic, and you see them blitz and run games and all the different things they can do aside from making the calls and being the communicator on defense. These guys are as versatile as it gets.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives live? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Boots' first of the day away was called on 4 times in the victory last week. And the returner will be dragged down. The Volunteers offense will take the field for the first time. And a big key as this game unfolds is just how aggressive will he be throwing the football at a lockdown corner like that.
Yeah, and when you're an elite quarterback, you think you can do whatever you want to do. And you think you can make the right decisions. I'm interested to see how much he'll test that cornerback on the other side.
You know, there's a saying, there's no defense for a perfect pass, but he's got to be extra careful and sharp when he's throwing that guy's way.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking down the middle. Got him downfield. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
Yeah, so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this Orange fan base goes absolutely bananas.
Watching this Tennessee running back, man, he just runs with so much purpose, and it reminds me of guys that I used to play against, Jamal Lewis and Travis Henry, 2 great ball running backs that used to really test the physicality of our Gator defenses and some of those great games we had back in the late 90s. This dude right here, man, he just wears you down every single carry.
The Volunteers will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Sweet feet on the move. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive. This guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack, and their D coordinator probably is already...
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Tony.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Right back to the well. Can't get him to the ground.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. He's looking to throw it. He's going for it all. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They'll run play action. Fakes the grab on the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
And they've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are...
He's going to throw deep right side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
The offense gets pretty lucky there. 3rd down in your own end. You're throwing to try to get the first. That ball just a little bit late, and as a result, they're lucky that wasn't a pick 6.
Kentucky sends out the punting unit. That last punt basically flipped the field. They'd like to do it again. Catches it at the 15. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything's
going to throw it over the top of the deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're scaring at 3rd.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, and they get the ball back, but that's just going to make it much tougher on this drive. Well, after the quarterback put the ball on the deck, he went into damage control mode and was able to get back on top of it.
Yeah, he's really lucky. You remember, quarterbacks, they're not practicing the same ball security as running backs are, per se, each and every week in practice, but that's no excuse. That quarterback has got to do a better job holding on to the rock.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Wants to fire on second down. Gets it out fast. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
At the 35, he's got room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He'll just keep slinging it. He makes a catch. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Need to do a better job as a defender tackling the catch. On the curl route, he had a chance to break on the ball, get the receiver down, couldn't do it, and as a result, they give up an explosive play.
Kentucky will come to the line with a first and goal. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. They'll try to pound their way in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. You can't hear yourself think on third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Kentucky.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Lining up for the PAT. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Missouri has the lead right now. Columbia has just been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They are up by 7 over Auburn. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching.
The Vols will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
He makes the connection. Tackled immediately after the catch. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
Short gain on the play before he slides.
You know what, Reese, it is a great play, and I think they were in nickel, so they brought an extra guy on the field that has some speed, take a linebacker that's a little bit slower off the field, and you could see it paid dividends on that third down.
He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Might as well give it to him again. Plows through the defense.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
Looking left. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return. Here comes the offense on first down. Looking to move it through the air. Gets open down the middle. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got to get everybody on the same page in a hurry. Caught in the backfield, it's Hutchinson. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. A 3rd and long coming up here. He'll take a deep shot here. Grabs it inside the 15. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35. Looking for a man. It's Karapateas. Moving away from pressure. Still on his feet at the 45. This senior quarterback moving the chains and picking up a first down for his team. He's going to pass. Working that left side now.
Hey, who says hitch passes can't get big yards? Receiver catches it, makes a guy miss, and goes and gets a first down.
Quarterback will keep it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know, the throws toward the end zone. Heaves it into trouble, and he finds trouble with the pick. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
You know, as a defensive guy, you use the sideline as your 12th man. You push the receiver out that direction. Look at the wide receiver. Still doing a great job of getting small and getting that foot in bounds, making the play, and catching the ball.
Safe completion on the screen. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. He's looking to throw. With the catch, it's Hutchinson. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Feeling some heat. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
That is a gut punch if you're the offense because they're in dime personnel. They're only rushing 4 guys. You've got 5 offensive linemen. You've got the option of bringing other people in to help give your QB time. And this offense, not good enough.
Kentucky will be forced to punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Give to the back. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most.
Kentucky teeing it up and ready to go here in the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step 1, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having...
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're
going to take a shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Vols will bring the punt team onto the field. He gets a block. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Tom.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel and some pictures they have.
And he didn't squeeze it. It's loose. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. It is getting loud as this crowd tries to help its defense. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He's got it on the move. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. They'll dial up the run on first and goal.
Well, with this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have a nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down here close to the goal line finding creases.
And he gets nothing, and this defense is not giving an inch right on the goal line.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
Try to barge their way in. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And you've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
The field goal is no good, and the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
Yeah, last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
First and 10. They're getting this guy lathered up. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the productive first down play, it's second and 6. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Will they keep it on the ground again here on third down? Dropping back, it's Karapateas. And they can't make the play on third down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he gives himself up, but not before he moves those sticks.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And the Volunteers send out the punt unit. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Kentucky has it back and the big blue offense takes the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish strong.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
He's right on target. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. On first down, here comes this offense. They'll try it over the left side. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
To throw, it's Karapateas. Takes the easy one to the back. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
Catch in the middle. It's Clements. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all being up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Turns it loose deep. And he will take it in. Touchdown ball. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Missouri is just boat racing them right now, thanks to an offense that's putting up video game numbers. They're up 14 over Auburn. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a win.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
They go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll be stopped short, picks up one, but they're facing 4th and 1.
And you can tell, all eyes on this dude. Like, this defense is dialed in. They're going to try to continue to stop the run. You can tell, Palmer, it's the main focus of this defense.
Yeah, when we know with this offense, too, they go how this guy goes, and they've just never been able to really get him into a rhythm in this game. And you have to give the credit to the defense. They've been more physical at the point of attack. They've had a good game plan, and the offense just has not been able to counterpunch.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Quarterback on the keeper. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Firing deep. Makes the grab. He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle him down short. They'll stop him at the 3.
All right, you gave up the big play, defense. I know they got a big chunk, but they didn't get in the end zone. You live to fight another day. Now you got to bow your necks up and make this stop inside the 5.
And this offense is so close they can almost taste taking a 4th quarter lead. But they don't want to leave too much time on the clock for an answer.
Yeah, and this offense, that's what they do. Last week he had 2 rushing touchdowns. They're going to feature him. They're going to get physical, especially inside the 5.
Touchdown, Volunteers! They've got the lead here in the 4th. Ready to try the point after. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're lining up to boot it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Kentucky right back to the line. Here's the handoff. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, and whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play. So nice job in coverage.
It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. They've got the screen set up. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
And that is a backbreaker. It's 4th down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score.
I think if you're the coaching staff, too, you like to see your team play its best in the 4th quarter, right? Defense just did their job, so offense now, David, has to go out and handle their business.
Yeah, you got the momentum. Because of the defense, they've given you some momentum. They've given you a great opportunity to take hold of this game and really put a stamp on it.
He'll do it himself. Tackled after picking up the 1st down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. On 1st down from their own 22. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run. When they're going between the tackles, this defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Guys, he's up to 103 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.